Pink.
Powerful pink. Looks good too.
Thank you. You have a red on, don't you, Becky?
I have boho plum.
Oh, that looks good on you.
Thank you.
Good.
It's my color. Yep.
Girl, I can sell tons of that too.
Goes good with everything. Not everything, but good. It's good with my colors.
Donna, here's my reminder to you. Whatever you need me to remind you, this is my reminder.
Okay, just getting some things ready. Who said that?
Centra.
Oh, Centra. Did anybody make people co-hosts? I made a couple of you co-hosts. The rest you need to make others co-hosts, and somebody needs to do the rooms. I just got the recording started.
I'll try to do the rooms.
Okay, so we are ready to start. And welcome everybody. I want to start out today. I missed last week. I mean, I missed having us together, and we don't often stop our meetings, not have one, but we were in leadership and it was wonderful. And I was glad it was last week and not this week when it's freezing cold and ice there. So my son's moving there, and I'm going to tell him, make sure you get a generator when you get there, because there are so many people are out of electricity there. Anyway, I just a couple of announcements before we begin. First of all, Kit and Commit. We heard about that last week or a couple weeks ago. If you haven't already done it, I want you to make a plan to do it. It started actually the middle of December and it ends February 15th. What you have to do for that is to book 8 and hold 5 parties in a 15-day period, a 2-week period. That is our old original way Mary Kay had to start our businesses, and it's back to the basics, Kit and Commit. If you do that, you will earn an exclusive call with 2 of the top people in our company, Linda Tupin and Pam Shaw. You do not want to miss that call, and just the pride of having done it, having done a power start. That's called a power start. And you all can do it. You absolutely can. Talk to your directors and make a strategy to figure out how you're going to get that done by February 15th. And we've got this week to book them, and then you've got the 2 weeks from February 1 to the 15th in order to pull that off. So the next thing I want to announce is the bingo card. We're in the 3rd or 4th week of that. If you've not started on the bingo card, it's okay. Just download it from InTouch or kind of make your own little one. Go to InTouch, find out what the things are. They don't have a date on them. Just because you didn't do the first 2 in the first week, it's okay. You just want to pink out your card. Do every single one of them. And the prize, oh my goodness, you do not want to miss the prize for having pinked out that card. And that is going to be an exclusive, it's worldwide. They're going to have a worldwide group tour of Mary Kay's office in the International Building and the R3 manufacturing plant. Now, I've gotten to go to the manufacturing plant in person, and it is amazing. So, did someone have a question? Okay. All right, you girls also be sure to mute out people as they come in, because they probably come in unmuted. Okay. So, all right, you girls also be sure to mute out. Okay, is that me?
No.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we are going to, the other thing I want to talk about is Star Consultant. That ends March 15th. So if you're on target for that, it's not too late to get on target for that. Things can change so quickly, but it's based on $300 weeks. If you'll do on an average of $300 weeks, you will always be a Star Consultant in our company. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so I want to do some recognition tonight, and we have changed things since it's our group. If you entered some things into the scoreboard, you know that we changed some things. And so these people filled out the form. Becky Osborne, Deidre Hudson, Denise Morales, Gina Hubler, Jean Adler, Jenny Mitchell, Jenny Halstenberg, Marianne Lamastus, Peggy Richmond, Sherry Rice, and Lisa Schreck. You girls opened your store this week, And so give everybody a shout out for that. If you were one of those that did it, congratulations. Everybody, these are our weekly accomplishment sheets. And if you'll notice on the app, we changed the tracking form. It's no longer the old tracking form. It is a weekly accomplishment sheet. So if you fill that out as you go, then all you have to do is plug in your numbers. It wouldn't take you but a second to do that. And Judy Roman, I used to go to her meetings, and she would always tell me that, or tell all of us that we did our sheets and that we filled them out as we did things during the weeks. As we got a sale, we would put that on. We were constantly tracking. And then on Friday, if you realized you're like $30 short of a $300 week, you did not stop until you got to that $300 week. That's where the ribbon started, was $300 weeks. We all wanted a Mary Kay ribbon. And so, and that's also, as I said, the Star Consultant Weeks. All right, we want to recognize some people who did facials this week. Denise Morales held 2 facials, and she has 1 new team member. Deb, or Denise, are you on? Is Denise on? I can't see her. If she is, would she unmute herself and tell us about it? I see Deidre on here. Deidre, would you unmute yourself? I believe you're the new Mary Kay Consultants. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been on since October, the middle of October, or beginning, middle of October.
You've been
Yes,
a Mary Kay Consultant since then?
yes.
Okay. Are you, who's your recruiter then?
I'm under Denise.
Okay, all right. And it's and if I understood the score, the reports for tonight, you did. Was it your first facial? Did you do a facial this
It wasn't my first facial. It was the first one of this year, but it was not my first facial.
Okay, okay.
I had a friend who tried out our products for the first time, and we're trying to see how her skin is used to it because she has very sensitive skin. But she also is going to refer me to some ladies in her church group. So we're going to have to plan a session for that.
All right, that's awesome, Deidre. I kind of misunderstood the form, but that's okay. Congratulations, Deidre.
Thank you.
The next one is Jenny Hausenberg. She had a facial this past week. So let's give a wave to Jenny. Where are you, Jenny? I don't see. You got to do a major wave so I can see you on the scoreboard. I mean on our board up here. And then Peggy Richmond.
Was your food yummy?
Peggy Richmond had 2 facials this past week, a $50 one and a $38 one. There she is. I see her. Congratulations, Peggy. Now let's move on to parties. Jenny Mitchell. Where's Jenny? Okay, Jenny, I want you to start unmuting yourself as I talk about you. She had a party this past week with 3 guests with sales of $558. Tell us about that, Jenny.
That was at Linda's hydrofacial. And I had 3 ladies attend and sold 2 skincare sets there. One later texted me and said, hey, I want to change my order. I want to go move to the repair line. So I love that. So it was a fabulous event. And I booked 2 parties from that. So I'm so excited.
Yay, that is amazing. Now, that's not all, Jenny. You also had a Zoom facial of $205. Tell us about that.
Yes, I had a Zoom facial with a lady in Florida when it was freezing here on Friday, and we washed our faces together. She loved everything that she tried and ordered it all.
Oh, that's amazing. Did she do the miracle set or the repair set or what?
She did a miracle set.
And you had mailed her the samples ahead of time?
I did, yes.
All right. Good job, Jenny. And so the prior week, now her week was $763. That is a fabulous week. And last week, Jenny, I tell you what, you're on the move. Last week, she had 3 facials for a week of $409 and sold 3 more skincare sets last week. So let's do an amazing shout out to Jenny Mitchell. I am so proud of you. That's exciting. Now we have Becky Osborne. She did 3 parties last week. And her week ended up, oh, she also did 2 facials, 3 parties and 2 facials. So her week ended up at $954. But what I want to point out, I called Becky and we talked today because she had a fabulous week. But let's talk about her week. She's been in the business a long time. She has great reorders, and she had 3 parties. One had 6 guests and $38 in sales. One had 5 guests and 0 sales. One had 4 guests and $510 in sales. She had 2 facials besides that with 0 sales. But her week turned out $954 and she had 2 skincare sets sold. Becky, tell us about your week. Tell us about those low parties versus the really great party.
Well, they were all from a bridal event or 2 bridal events that I invested in and did. And I have my goals, and they are Kit and Commit, which I've done, and 30 faces this month. And I also, main goal is 2 future bookings a day. Sorry. So, because Judy always says have a daily goal. So yes, they were 0. All good reasons as to why. I mean, our job is to show the product and for free and then, offer everything to them. I did get referrals. I did get a couple bookings from them, even though there were 0 parties, and a future booking, one of them that was 0 future booked, the next one. And the people that bought were older. A lot of the brides are young and they are just getting started. They don't have money. They're trying to save for their weddings, that kind of thing. So I just keep plugging away and just helping as many people as I can.
Becky, that is fabulous. And I wanted you to talk about that because, if a consultant is brand new and she had 6 ladies around a table and she only sold $38, she might feel discouraged. And then she goes to the next party and she has 5 people and sells nothing. So they could say, okay, I can't do this. This is not for me. But you're a perfect example. You've been in this business how long?
33 years.
33 years. She has built a business. She had great reorders this past week, which jumped her sales up to nearly $1,000 for the week. But all of us have goose eggs. And we don't get discouraged. We just keep giving free facials. That's what Mary Kay asked us to do, is give a free facial. The product is so good that it will sell itself. And I remember my very first year in the business, I gave a free facial to somebody who didn't buy anything. She was a young woman under 20, probably 19 maybe. And I always have everybody mark off everything that they put on their face today, and they take that paper home with them. A year later, she called me back and ordered every single thing that was on that paper. She still had her paper. And so you never know, and you never get discouraged. You just keep doing free facials. Last week, Becky had $422 in sales with with 1 party last week. So she's done the Kit and Commit already. She's qualified for that. That's exciting. And just remember, we want to get people up to $300 a week. That's your goal, is to at least be at 300. And so, Sherry, I think you entered points like we have in the past. So did you have a week over 300? Because I couldn't tell from what you submitted. You had a party and you had a facial, I think, but I didn't have any totals. We're doing it a little different.
Yes, ma'am. So I did realize that the first one that I submitted 2 weeks. The first one I submitted, I did it the old way.
Okay.
And then this week I submitted, I I noticed that I'm pretty sure I submitted it the correct way with
Okay.
my sales beside it.
You might have. I missed it, or maybe I did it before you did. I don't know. But tell
Okay.
us what your week was. Tell us about your week.
Okay, so my week, talk about a little discouragement, not a lot, but I did a virtual party. All of her people were in Baltimore, Maryland. So I sent out 16 virtual packets. 16. Only 6 people showed up on the virtual, but it was still great. We said we had a wonderful time. I booked a couple of parties out of that. I made, I believe I put in $450 that I made in sales. However, after I submitted the weekly accomplishments sheet, I had 2 more sales that equaled to a couple of. It turned out being a great party. I had 2 double facials with a mom and a daughter both times. And so that ended up being $302.
Okay.
So, and then I had someone text me tonight and said that she thinks she's interested in signing up. So I sent her
Yay.
a personal agreement link and everything. So we'll see what happens with that.
All right. Okay. How many want to be a part of Crow Time next week by having at least a $300 or more week? Raise your hand. All right. So congratulations to everybody that submitted points, and everyone, or not points, but you submitted your recognition. I appreciate that. And then you girls that are knocking it out of the park with your parties and your facials and your weeks that are over 300, that is amazing. So, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I thought I went straight off that form, but we'll catch you next time if that's if I miss someone. All right, so tonight we are going to hear our second Boss Babe. Did you enjoy the one last week? I apologize for the sound. I think I've got it figured out, so hopefully, but I did repost it, the original, so that if you wanted to hear it again, it was so good last week or 2 weeks ago that it is on our app and you can listen to it. But here is the one for tonight. So let me do a screen share here. All right. Oh, got to get the sound. Okay. And then please tell me if you cannot hear again. Can you see her?
Davan, yes.
Hello, my name is Davan Mowell, and I am a
Here.
Senior National Sales Director with Mary Kay, coming to you from Ogallala, Nebraska. I have been enjoying my Mary Kay business for over 37 years, and I'm honored to say the least, that I was chosen to be one of your speakers for this Boss Babe It's Time series. Thank you, Karen, for providing us with this opportunity for all of us around the world in Mary Kay to join together with an opportunity to allow Mary Kay in this historical time to make all of our dreams come true. It's time for all of us to let go of procrastination. It's time for all of us to quit waiting, to quit worrying. It's time for all of us to put action behind our dreams and go for it. I believe that with determination and perseverance in the mix, we are set up for an unlimited amount of success in 2026. I do believe that we're a part of a history-making moment in Mary Kay with the launch of the e-commerce My Shop opportunity, and the fact that we can continue to do our Mary Kay the old-fashioned way, in person with our family, friends, and new acquaintances that we get to make our friends doing our Mary Kay in person. Karen is allowing me the opportunity to share with you a time in my Mary Kay business where I knew I had to make some changes. And I would like to share that story with you. For most of you, you don't know the fact that I said yes to Mary Kay 3 different times in the 80s. I actually said yes to Mary Kay in 1984, the first time, because my mom wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. I said yes to Mary Kay in 1986 because my girlfriends wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. And I said yes to Mary Kay again in 1988 because at that time I was working for a photographer and he wanted me to help with glamour shots. And so I said yes to Mary Kay in 1988. But I didn't realize that it was time for me to actually do my Mary Kay and actually work the business until late 1989, when I found myself at my kitchen table, flat broke. Mick and I had only been married a year.
This bra is for seniors who want to get back their youth. Lift breasts right after first wear. Breasts stay higher as if going.
We were on the verge of bankruptcy, and he reminded me that I had that beautiful Mary Kay pink kit in my closet, and that maybe, just maybe, if I did Mary Kay and put some effort behind it, it would work. And I thought to myself, I'll give it a try. And we were also in the process of moving from the Black Hills of South Dakota to Nebraska. And I would be moving from South Dakota to Nebraska in 4 months. So when I made that decision that it was time, I made the decision to do 100 practice models before we would move to Nebraska. I thought to myself, I'll just go to night school. I pretended that Mary Kay was my university, and I started doing models. I would do them in groups of sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 6 at a time. I was working another full-time job, so I did this in the evenings and on weekends. But I just wanted to find out if this Mary Kay thing could really work. So I started in September, and I did 25 bases in September, just practicing on close family and friends. In October, in November, and December. And this is what happened. At the end of that 4th month, at that time, I was able to earn my Mary Kay career card and go on to become a sales director in 4 short months. And now, in today's time, ladies, you could do it all in 1 month when you mix the opportunity of e-commerce with your My Shop and in person. And we want you to commit to the kit and do a perfect start January 1st through the 15th. And I want to extend that challenge for you to go on and do 100 practice models before the end of April and just see where this business could take you. You know, when I started in September of 1989, I honestly thought, I just want to see if this business works. And I just wanted to practice because if I were going to do this once I moved to Nebraska, I wanted to feel professional. So if you're a brand new beauty consultant and you want Mary Kay to be the opportunity of a lifetime for you, like it has been for me and so many others, then I want you to consider practicing. I want you to invite your closest friends and family members in the month of January to help you with a perfect start, and do 5 parties in the first 2 weeks of January and find out how well you like to party. And then take it from there. And then practice doing spa sessions, practice doing color appointments, maybe do beauty bars. We do beauty bars where we take out a few items, maybe a kitchen counter full, or sometimes we go to a room and we rent it and we lay out as much product as we have on hand for people to sample, and they sample the products on their hands and they love it, and they take it home with them. That's the beauty of having an in-home business, an in-person business, is that you can share this wonderful product with your friends and family members, and you can sack it up and let them take those products home. People love to try before they buy. People love to take home what they try. This is the most amazing time in history. This is where you can have a successful business from your phone or in your home or both. And if you'll do both, you are going to see your numbers skyrocket. Your customers and your preferred customer list are going to skyrocket. You're going to have more customers every time it's time to sign up for the next season's mailing. You're going to have more team members because you're going to be able to offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with. And when you offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with, it is the most amazing thing, because those who want to be a part of this amazing company, say yes. And those who don't, stay your customers. And either way you win. Did you hear that? So when you are in your home and you're doing a party and you make the sales and you make the deliveries, right? And they take those products home, and then you share with them the opportunity to come on board and be a part of your team. If they say yes, great, you're growing your Mary Kay team. If they say no, great, you win because you have a new loyal customer. And with our new My Shop, we're going to be able to hit every generation at every hour of the day. So if you are one of those people in America that spend 5 to 7 hours on your phone, then you're going to love the My Shop, right? Because you're going to be able to work your business from your phone wherever you're at and continue to share wonderful content and continue to build your customer base through your My Shop. Now, if you're one that loves to work from your home, awesome. You can set up a wonderful little Mary Kay skincare party right in the convenience of your own home and make on-the-spot deliveries and have your sales and cash flow continue to soar. See, that's what I'm talking about.
If you're a woman over 67 and want to hide mouth wrinkles instantly, use this trick and watch what happens. Botox or hyaluronic acid fillers? No.
That's what I'm talking about. With determination and perseverance in the mix, you have unlimited success to look forward to in 2026. Now, are you going to run into a few obstacles? Of course you are. Our world is not absent of obstacles, and neither is your Mary Kay business. But you have a team of people supporting you. Mary Kay Cosmetics in Dallas has put together amazing tools for you. Your sales directors, your sister consultants, your nationals, your adopted nationals, we are all here for you to continue to encourage you to build your business in 2026. Now, we want you to commit to the kit, right? Commit to the kit on January 1st and go do those 5 parties and just see where this takes you. And I want to tell you one more story, just a story about a gentleman that didn't give up. And I don't know if you're watching and you've been in Mary Kay for over 10 years or 15 years or 30 years. And I don't know if you are brand new. But I do know one thing. This opportunity is for all of us, every single one of us, whether you are a new Gen Z that are just hitting the workforce now, or whether you are a millennial or baby boomer, or a part of the greater generation or the silent generation. I tell you what, this opportunity is available to you, and you can have it all. It just fits. I want to, what I'm really obsessed with is true stories in movies. And this year I watched a movie, it's called A Million Miles Away, and it talks about Jose M. Hernandez. And he was a as a child of a migrant farmer who traveled back from Mexico to California in the fields. And so this young boy, Jose, he dreamed after watching the movie Apollo 17 of being an astronaut. And so going to school was a little difficult for him because they were always moving from Mexico to California, following the harvest fields. And but he had one teacher that really believed in him and really thought for certain that he had a gift with math and that he was smart enough to be an astronaut. And she fed into his spirit. She breathed belief into him that he could be whatever he wanted to be. And he never gave up. He never gave up. He applied to NASA over 11 times. Over 11 times. And he finally got brought into NASA, and he worked and he worked and he worked, and he was the first astronaut of that culture to go to the moon. And that story, it's called A Million Miles Away. It is so worth watching. And they also talk about another really cool piece of, I guess, fun fast fact about monarch butterflies, that they actually fly from farther north of the United States to Mexico, and that journey takes them 9 months. And there's different generations of monarch butterflies. And the greater generation of butterfly is the one that lives the longest. They live the 9 months. They make that trek from farther north of the U.S., clear to Mexico, all the weather, all the dangers. They're a tiny butterfly, and they make it. And it just fascinated me. And I thought to myself, am I as resilient as a butterfly? Am I going to be able to handle all this change that Mary Kay continues to give us? And I thought to myself, yes, I am. I can handle all of this change, and I can commit to a kit, and I can move this product, and I can do this. And you can too. We are resilient. We are resilient leaders. You are a resilient consultant. You can learn new ways of doing Mary Kay. Don't give up on your goal. If your goal is to be a sales director, go for it. If your goal is to have a pink Cadillac one day, go for it. If your goal is to be a national sales director, go for it. If your goal is to be $1 million director, go for it. Be like Jose Hernandez. And never give up. Keep overcoming obstacles. Keep learning something new. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you can have it all. So these are some of the tips from that movie. First of all, you have to know what you want. So set a goal. Set a goal for yourself with this perfect start. What do you want to have happen in this perfect start that you do? And then you have to say, okay, well, how far do I need to go? Well, I need to hold 5 parties in January. And then you're going to think, well, how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it virtual parties, or am I going to do in-person parties, or am I going to do a little bit of both? And then you have to say, if you don't know how to get there, I guess you must learn. So if some of you are saying, well, I don't know how to do a party, I don't know how to do an in-person appointment, all of those skills are on In Touch. You can find the skills that you need on In Touch, or with your sister consultants and sales directors. We can teach you. And just when you think you've made it, you need to learn that there's probably something more you need to learn to level up to the next level. And that's what I've loved about my Mary Kay journey, is that the school is never out for the pro. School is never out for the pro, and that this opportunity is available to everyone. Last year in December, our newest sales director, Miglena Gonzaga, had 5 on her roster. This year, in December, getting ready for leadership, she has over 43. The time is now for you to put into action, every one of us put into action the steps necessary for you to do a perfect start and continue on to do power starts and do 100 faces by the end of April, and see where this business takes you. Thank you for being a part of our Boss Babe program. It's your time.
Okay, did you all enjoy that? And you could hear it this time, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Okay, well, it's time to meet with your director. So let's go ahead. Are the rooms open? Can you open them? And you can find your director's room, and she will be in there as soon as all of her unit members are in there. If you have trouble getting in or don't know how, we can put you in there.
Mine says go to Linda's room.
Yeah, mine does too. Or it says Linda's inviting us to join
Yeah, and then I clicked on it.
Centra.
Okay, all right.
How do I get to Judy's room?
Well, who said that? Peggy?
Peggy.
All right, let me see if we can.
I
Join
can't get
breakout
it.
room. It says Linda.
I can't get in Judy's room either. This is
Oh,
Joyce.
Judy is going to stay right here. So Judy is going to be right here in the main room, so you don't go anywhere. So I apologize for that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And I've got Jenny in my room, so I'm going to move her to Linda's room, right? Yeah.
And Michelle needs to be moved to my room.
Michelle who?
Donna, I don't have any breakout room signed to go to.
Okay.
Usually we have it where you get to choose your room. So we'll have to.
I'm looking for Jessica Harvey's room. I don't see it.
She's Linda, you have to unmute. Jessica's not going to, her unit is doing something different tonight. Is that
Well,
right, Linda?
anybody of Jessica's unit is going to go into mine.
Okay.
To Linda.
Oh.
Okay.
I need to go into Centra's.
Who's tell me who that is?
Michelle.
Okay, Michelle, where are you at now?
It keeps telling me go to Linda's room. It's the only one it lets me go to.
I'm gonna
all
move
the
you
breakout rooms say.
to Centra. Okay.
I don't have a list of breakout rooms. I don't see anything.
Shall we close them all and start over?
I think that'd be a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna close them and we're gonna do it again. I will set up some rooms here. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay.
I didn't take people out of the rooms, evidently.
Well, that's not what you do. But right now the rooms are still there. All breakout room. Okay, they're gonna close in 34 seconds. Dang it, I can't do it faster than that. Well, make some comments about what you just heard so that we can.
It's time to put action behind your dreams.
That's 10 seconds. Then we can make new rooms. Okay. We're going to recreate rooms. 3. And we're not going to assign them automatically. We let let participants choose rooms. And so, Linda, your room 1. And Centra. Oh, obviously my caps lock is on. And add room. And okay, I see Linda, Donna, and Centra. Okay, you guys can join the rooms now. Hopefully.
Where do you find the room?
Who's saying that?
Alexandria Har.
And
Alexandria. I'm going. Whose room do you go to?
Well,
Linda's.
usually
Mine.
Jessica,
So
but
Linda.
Linda. Okay, Linda.
yeah.
Okay.
Can the rest of you find the rooms?
No, I don't have a list.
It
open up.
has all the names, people's names. Does that matter?
I don't know. It
Usually I can see
didn't
if
work the way it normally does, so I don't know.
No.
Lisa, I'm gonna put you in my room.
Donna, this is
Yes.
Teresa. Can you put me in your room, please?
Yes, I'm trying to find you. Here we go. Teresa. Into Donna's room. Who else needs to be moved? Laura.
Laura to Linda.
Laura to Linda. Okay, who else? Linda, you can go to your room. Linda, go to your room. That was a joke. Okay, is everybody else?
Well, I wanted to go to my room, but I was afraid to. I need to have Stephanie and Jenny Halstenberg in my room, but can they just not click on my name where it says join?
I don't know. I'm going to move Stephanie King to Linda's room. Okay, Becky, you need to go back to the main room, or Becky will need to move back to the main room.
I never left.
Oh, you
We
never
never left.
Okay.
Yeah, none of us did.
Okay, well, go for it, girls.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
Jenny
you.
H. Jenny.
How about Deetra? How about Deetra?
Deidre, she would be in whose room? That's Linda's room again, I think. All right. Are we good?
Look good.
We're good.
All right.
We didn't have to do
Okay.
anything.
Oh, yay. Here we are. Oh, Stephanie King, you're still in here, aren't you?
She was. I think she has left.
Okay. And then everybody else. Okay.
What happened to
Here
Peggy?
we are. Here we are. I'm so excited.
There's Peggy.
Yes, yes. Hey, girls, you did really well tonight on the recognition. Congratulations. And I know some of us are still working away here, but Becky, you have only 3 more to finish your 30 faces for January?
Yep.
Okay. And Peggy, how about you?
I've got quite a few. I think I've got at least 15 more to go.
Okay, all right. And so we still have this book that we printed off. Are we did everybody print that off? And they're following along with that? Because I thought that, you know, that this is where you got clear on what you actually wanted to do. It's always good to know what you want to do, so you know what to do to get to what you want to do, right? So who's working on that? What are you doing? Stephanie, Stacia.
I just spent the last week just booking classes, preparing myself. I haven't held a whole lot of classes in the last couple years, so getting my brain wrapped around that, what I need to do, and preparing myself.
Okay. And you know, the best way to figure it out is just to do them, because, you know, you're just telling them what you do with your own face every day. So it's not huge, but you get better at it the more you practice and the more you do. How many of you actually share your goals with the people when you're booking them? Yes.
I have been, because I'm just telling people that I have a really big goal. I want to be a director in Mary Kay, and I need to meet as many people as I can.
Okay. And if you bring that down to what they can do to help you, and what you can do to help me is, so they know, you know, refer people to you, book with you, hold a party. so that that's how they get in on it. Okay. Marianne, how are you doing?
I am just getting started again. So I'm doing okay. I've had a couple of my really good friends who just order what they order all the time, who actually purchased big from me the last couple of weeks. And that gave me a little bit more oomph to the business because they've never really been interested to extend into other things.
Okay.
So
how many of you have inventory that has been discontinued, but it's still great stuff? Okay, I am finding about giving that stuff away just as a gift with a purchase. I've been doing it with some lipsticks. And it's amazing. These people try the lipstick and they go, oh, yeah, this is really great. And I went, yes. I'm so happy you figured that out, so that they will be encouraged to try other things. I was looking through my samples today because somebody called and said, I haven't been able to use the skincare, but I want to try it again. Maybe my skin's adjusted or it's changed, and she wanted me to send her some samples. So you have all these samples. If you're like me, you buy this stuff and then you forget to put it out there. So I would like to make this the week that we give samples away, many, many samples, as you can think of. Carry them around with you. And even though some of the shadows have been discontinued on the color cards, it doesn't matter. I had somebody that wanted one color that had been discontinued, and she said, well, what's close to it? She wasn't like, I have to have that exact color. So just get those out there and then call them and see how they like it. And especially if you're giving facials, that they would try those colors, because we want to really get the product moving. And then the other thing is asking people, have you ever thought about doing what I do? I think you'd be great. It's so much fun. Have you ever thought about having a side hustle? And most people don't want to get in there and be 20 hours here or there, but they like doing their own thing. Somebody was going to say something. Was it you, Joyce?
Yes. How long do you know of our face stuff samples are good? Do they have an expiration date on them? Or, because they're sealed up.
Yeah, I think that, anything that you've had for a year or two is fine.
Okay. Thank you.
they have expirations on them on the packages if there's an expiration date.
Oh, okay. I'll
The
check
ones
for that.
like with
Especially the ones with
sunscreen.
the sunscreen, yeah.
Yeah, the sunscreen does have the expiration date. I'll just check, but a year or two. Okay, that'll help.
Yeah, we just need to get it out there. Even people that don't want it, to force it on. No.
Nicely.
You want to
Push it
have
nicely.
Yes, you want to have fun with this. Be playful. People want to have fun. So I think that we know how to do that, so we can get on that course. Anybody have questions on what was in the packet? Because they have it all set up so that you can stay on top of everything. And they have the charts in here. I'm just looking through this stuff now again. Because I went through and I was filling the things out just like a good consultant would do. And Peggy, I know that you've been working on the global thing. Can you talk about that?
Okay, explain global. What am I doing?
I just want you, I know that you've done some of the squares and stuff.
Oh, Yeah, and I've got too many things going on all at the same time, and I've got to consolidate this a little bit so I know what I'm doing and where. And I think I listened to Garner, and
Julia.
I really liked her idea of the 5, 5, and 5 calls. That's like 15 calls a day. Consistency. So I'm looking at my time and what I have, and I went to 3, 3, and 3. So that's 9 people a day. That's 5. That's 45 people, and that's 45 more people than I'm doing right now. And so that global the bingo thing that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Third week, fourth week, I was going to try to catch up with that. But I've got to choose one thing and just kind of stick with it. Because I'll end up not doing anything when you get your mind all cluttered with all the different ideas.
Exactly right. It's exactly right.
So that one thing that you were talking about, the samples and things, I had a lady that I just gave her a sample lipstick. She told me she loved Mary Kay lipstick. And she said, I always get the good lipstick. This stuff I got on here is just for work. I said, well, you need to be wearing it all the time. So I gave her a lipstick, and then she bought 3. And then she liked the eyeshadows that I had on. So she bought 5 eyeshadows. Then I had a facial with her, and she bought 3 more, and she wants to pack it. She's all excited about this. I said, well, what do you take your because she does a real good job with her makeup, and she's in her 50s at least, but she's still a wonderful job. I said, well, what do you take up makeup with it? She said, I've got some cold cream I use, and I use baby oil and stuff. I said, oh, goodness gracious. Let me give you a sample of this and the eye makeup, oil-free eye makeup remover. And now I've got a facial, which canceled because of our bad weather. But now I have a facial set up with her, and I might turn that into a class, and we're going to get her on skincare. But that's how you can use that. She loves the lipstick. She loves the eyeshadow. She loves the makeup. She had not skincare yet. So here we go.
It doesn't matter which door you get in. You go in, whatever one opens, and carry on. That's the way I look at it. And and if you ask people questions, because I was listening to Peggy, and you need this. Instead of saying you need this, say, oh, I think you're going to be so excited about this. It's just a total different. And I talk to all you girls all the time. Ask questions. Same information. Turn it into question form. And it's not easy to do. That's why you have to practice this stuff. So when your mouth opens, the words come out that you have practiced. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what your goal is for this week. Becky, I'm going to start with you.
My goal for this week is, it's always $300, and it's booking 6 future appointments.
Okay. But I remember you said you were going to finish up your 30 faces.
Well, yeah, and that's done. Because I have bookings. I do have bookings, so I'm not counting them. I'm double booking that time slot. But yes, so I'm going to finish my 30 faces.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Peggy, have you got your goal for this week?
Well, I'll do that. Finish up 30 faces. I'll definitely the $300.
Okay.
And how I'm going to do that, you already know. 3, 3, and 3.
Okay. Stacia.
My goal this week is 10 faces. And
okay.
I have 7 booked. So
great.
So that's my goal. My daily goal is 1 appointment booked every day.
All right, excellent. Joyce, we know you're still in the deep of it all, but it's nice to have you on the call tonight. Did it feel good?
It felt good. And I'm at my daughter's still. I haven't gone home yet, and for nighttime. And on Monday nights it's like crazy here because the kids go to a swim practice. So I was like, that's why I jumped on late. I had to get my computer set up and then it wouldn't take, so I, I have to figure out Monday night to be on time again because I don't like not going, and it does helps me. That's like when people ask me this week, do you have women or companions you can do stuff? I said, I belong to the best group ever, Mary Kay Women. And they were like, oh, tell us about this. And so I did. So I planted some seeds anyway, even though I'm going through a difficult time right now. I still planted seeds. Mary Kay still comes out of my mouth every time I talk. So
Okay.
I'm going to follow up with that lady and say, how about let's doing a facial um and she's looking for a part-time job. She's to be an airline pilot, and her daughter is going to graduate early. And I was like, this would be perfect for her. So see, even though I'm in the thick of mourning, I'm still thinking.
Good for you. And you're in our prayers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Marianne lost her brother.
Yeah.
So she's in the same place, but not quite as deep, I don't think.
Right.
I'm so sorry, Marianne.
I'm sorry for you. It's hard. It's really
it's very hard.
I am going to call at least 30 people this week.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a great goal. And are you just going to call them, or do you have the number? Do you have a number about I'm going to at least talk to this many or what
I'm going
have you?
to at least talk to this many. That's
Okay.
That's
okay. All right.
I'm snowed in here. I don't know if Peggy is or not where you are.
Oh,
I can't even move my car out of my garage right. So
we have ice, so we're in. We're not driving, and it looks like we might be able to drive on Wednesday.
we
We woke up this morning to an inch of snow, but it got all the way up to 20 degrees, and some of it melted.
we had 8 inches and sleet with it, and so my alley behind where I park my car is kind of long, so I can't really shovel the whole alley.
No.
So,
But I'll tell you what, it's a great time to get on the phone, and other people are in the same situation. They're probably bored and excited to talk to somebody. What do you think?
Yep, that's what I think, because
Okay.
yeah, 0-degree weather the rest of the week, so
Okay,
nobody's
well.
going anywhere.
All right. Well, text me during the week with your excitement.
Okay.
Because I'm this old lady. I just don't get out much, and I need people to call me and let me know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love you all. Nighty
Love
night.
you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Oh, how do I get off here? Oh shoot, I don't know how to get out of it.